In today's video, we're going to be solving system word problems using the elimination method. So we're going to be given a word problem. We have to define the variables and set up a system in standard form, both equations in standard form, and solve them using the elimination method. And that's not the only way you can solve system word problems. You can also solve them by graphing, or you can solve them by substitution, but we're just going to look at the elimination today. All right, so let's look at our scenario here. The state fair is a popular field trip destination. This year, the senior class at high school A and the senior class at high school B both planned trips there. The senior class at high school A rented and filled 8 vans and 8 buses with 240 students. High school B rented and filled 4 vans and 1 bus with 54 students. Every van had the same number of students in it as did the buses. Find the number of students in each van and in each bus. Okay, so we're going to define my variables. So I'm going to you have 2 different variables, x and y. And again, you don't have to use x and y. You can use other ones. I just usually typically use x and y. Looking for the students in each van and each bus. So x is going to be a number of students in each van. Number of students. Y is going to be my number of students per bus. Okay. And it's pretty much, this is laid out for us in the sentences, the equations, all right? We have the senior class in high school A rented and filled 8 vans and 8 buses with 240 students. So 8 vans, so that's 8x, and 8 buses, 8y, is equal to 240. High school B rented 4 vans and 1 bus with 54 students. 4 vans, 4x, plus 1 bus equals 54 students. Not as many students in high school B. All right. Now we have to use elimination method. We can't add or subtract them. Now we can see if one variable goes in the other. 4 goes into 8 how many times? Twice, right? But we have to multiply it by -2 in order to eliminate the x values. So I have -8x. -2 times 1y is -2y. -2 times 54 is -108. And we're going to write the other one right below it. The top equation, 8x plus 8y is 240. All right, now I can eliminate. Now I can add them together and eliminate. I might need more room in this. All right, so we have these cancel. -2y plus 8y is 6y. -108 and 240 is 132. Divide both sides by 6. And I get my y is 132 divided by 6. 22. All right, so that told me the number of students in each bus is 22. All right, I'm going to say equals 22. Now we got to find the number of students in each van. So I'm going to plug it back in. I'm going to plug it back into this equation right here. It's a lot easier to do in my head. First, I need some room. I'm going to have to move this equation. Get out of here. All right. So plugging this in, I'm going to plug it into the y of the bottom equation. So we have 4x plus 22. 1 times 22 is 22. Equals 54. Minus 22 from both sides. And we get 4x is 32. Yep. Divide both sides by 4. And you get x is 8. Okay. So that means, going back here, the number of students in each van is equal to 8. So my solution, if I'm writing in coordinates, is 8, 22 with parentheses. All right. So it's good to know what you're solving for in each of these problems. So you first have to figure out, your x and your y, okay? You have to define those. You create your system, and then you solve it using the distribution method or the elimination method. All right, let's look at another one. All right. At a particular restaurant, each slider has 225 calories, and each chicken wing has 70 calories. A combination meal with sliders and chicken wings has a total of 7 sliders and chicken wings altogether and contains 1,110 calories. All right. Write a systems equation that could be used to determine the number of sliders in the combination meal and the number of chicken wings in the combination meal. Define the variables. All right. So why don't we do that first? Define the variables, my x and y. So x, I'm looking for the number of sliders and the number of chicken wings. Number of chicken wings. This restaurant is not really, I said wings, it's wings. There we go, wings. Chicken wings. This restaurant isn't very vegan friendly. All right, so we have each slider has 225 calories. Each chicken wing has 70 calories. So this word problem is really not spelled out for us like the last one where you had one sentence is one equation, the other sentence is the other equation, and you solve it. This one you kind of have to do some thinking. All right. So in order to figure out the total amount of calories, each slider has 225 calories. So 225x. And each chicken wing has 70 calories, so plus 70y. The total number of calories is 1,110. Now, the other equation, you have, so the other equation is not really spelled out for us, but you have a number of sliders and a number of chicken wings, right? So you're going to add those numbers together to get a total of 7 items. It says total of 7 sliders and chicken wings. So we have a total number of items. You just write below it x plus y equals 7 because the number of sliders plus the chicken wings equals 7. All right, so you could have 3 sliders and 4 chicken wings, or you could have 5 sliders and 2 chicken wings. Okay, these are just possible answers. All right, now we solve this using elimination. So I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by, I'm going to eliminate the y's in this one. So I'm going to multiply it by negative 70. And I'm going to write my new system up here. So you have 225x plus 70y is 1,110. And the bottom is negative 70x minus 70y equals negative 70 times 7 is negative 490. All right. So the y's eliminate in this case. 225 minus 70 is 155. Equals 1,110 minus 490 is 620. Hopefully this comes out to a nice whole number answer. If not, I made a mistake somewhere and I don't want to have to redo this video. So we got 620 minus divided by 155. There we go. That means there are 4 sliders. All right, now number of chicken wings. It's actually pretty simple. I would just plug it into this one, right? You have 4 sliders. That means you're going to have 3 chicken wings equals 7, right? Because when I plug this back in here, right? 4 plus y equals 7. So that you could do that off the top of your head. Minus 4 from both sides, and you get y is 3, right? So that means the number of chicken wings is 3. So my solution then would be 4, 3. 4, comma 3 with parentheses around it. All right. So a lot quicker to do in your head with these because you have 4 plus 3 equals 7. All right, let's look at one more. Actually, with this one, I'm just going to set it up. We're not going to go into solving it because the only really different, how to solve it is just setting it up might be a little bit different. All right, so law firm is going to designate associates and partners to a new big case. The daily rate charged to the client for each associate is $600, and the daily rate for each partner is $1,200. The law firm assigned a total of 16 lawyers to the case and was able to charge the client $1,500 per day for these lawyers' services. Write a system of equations that could be used to determine the number of associates assigned to the case and the number of partners assigned to each case. Define the variables you use to write the system. All right, so we got a letter X and Y here. Let X, what are we trying to find here? The number of associates. Number of associates. And the number of partners. Y is going to be the number of partners. That's what we're looking for. All right. So associates and partners are both categories of lawyers. All right. So the rate charged to the client for each associate is 600. So 600x. The rate for each partner is 1,200 plus 1,200y. How much is that total cost going to be? The total cost is going to be $15,000. That's our first equation. So talking about the money, right? 600 per associate plus 1,200 per partner equals 15,000. All right. Now the next one has a total of 16 lawyers. So that means the number of associates plus the number of partners, X plus Y, equals 16. That means if you had 10 associates and 6 partners, okay, that could be it. You could have 8 and 8. You could have 15 and 3, right? So if you add up the number of associates and you add up the number of partners, it's going to equal 16. So that's how I broke down this equation again. So sometimes with these types of scenarios, you're going to have a total scenario. You have a total money and the total number of individuals or items or whatever kind of thing. All right. And you can solve this right here. You could multiply each of these numbers by negative 600 or negative 12,000, whatever you want to use to eliminate and solve for the variable. But you can do that on your own. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. And always remember, whether you're solving for X or Y, always give math a try.